Hello, welcome to this 20-minute intermediate Vinyasa flow yoga. We'll start in a hero pose today, maybe sitting on a block or a pillow, or maybe just taking the heels out to the sides of the glutes, feeling a gentle stretch in the quads, and just placing one hand over the heart and the other hand grounding down on the knee, dropping the chin down slightly, just bowing down to yourself. Can you tune in to where you are right now, releasing the day? Releasing all to-do lists. How does it feel to just drop into the here, the now? To be with your mind, your body, and your breath. How does it feel to consciously let all thought just go? Seeing if you can hold this mental space just for the next 20 minutes. Gently blinking the eyes open, just walking fingertips forwards. Releasing any props and releasing the knees out to the edges of the mat, bringing the big toes to touch and sinking the hips down for a child's pose. Gently lifting the gaze, we'll just walk the hands over to the right side, placing the left hand on top of the right before sinking the forehead back down. Feeling a deep stretch into that left side body. Can you still ground into that left hip? Inhale, lifting the gaze, releasing all the way over to the other side, right hand on top of the left this time, sinking all the way back down. Gently lifting the gaze, walking the fingertips back to center, just coming up to the fingertips before lowering back down to the forehead, just feeling a deeper stretch in the armpits, along the backs of the arms and in the chest. And then walking the hands in towards you, coming to sit back onto the heels, keeping the knees wide. We'll take the right arm underneath the left, maybe backs of the hands just touching today, or maybe wrapping fingertips all the way into the palm. Taking an inhale, lifting the elbows tall, and an exhale to round. Inhale to lift, exhale round. Continuing like this. Gently releasing the arms, walking fingertips forwards, adjusting the knees underneath the hips, coming into your all fours. We'll inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze high, and an exhale to round. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale to round. Coming back to find a neutral spine, pressing the right leg away. And as you exhale, drawing the right knee in towards the chest, foot down between the hands, coming to find your low lunge. Finding your balance, releasing the arms and taking the right arm underneath the left, coming back to those eagle arms. We inhale to lift the elbows high, lifting the gaze. And an exhale to release the arms to twist, taking the right arm back behind you, left arm forwards, taking the gaze all the way back. And then windmilling the left hand down, then the right, stepping back to find your child's pose, knees wide, grounding the forehead down. Inhale, lifting the gaze, walking fingertips back in towards you. Coming to sit back on the heels, we'll take the left arm underneath the right this time, coming to find your eagle arms, inhaling, lifting the elbows high, and an exhale to round, drawing the elbows in towards you. Inhale, lifting elbows high. Exhale to round. Inhale, lifting the elbows. Exhale to round. Inhale, lifting the elbows, releasing the arms, bringing the hands forwards as you shift into your all fours, adjusting the knees underneath the hips. We'll drop the belly, lifting the gaze up high for your cow pose. And an exhale to round to your cat. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, one last round. Exhale to round through the spine. And just releasing back to find a neutral spine now, lengthening the left leg away. And on your exhale, drawing the left knee in towards the chest, foot down between the hands, sinking the hips down to find your low lunge. Coming up to fingertips, finding your balance, releasing the arms to find those eagle arms, left arm underneath the right. And inhale to lift the elbows and the gaze. And an exhale to release the arms, left arm back behind you, right fingertips forward, an optional gaze back to the fingertips, or keeping it to the side. And windmilling right hand down, then the left stepping back to find your plank. We'll move through a vinyasa, lowering the body through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, rising high on the toes, soft bend into the knees, stepping forwards to the top of the mat. We'll take a halfway lift, one long spine. And an exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing, reaching the arms up to the sky. And an exhale, seating the hands down to heart center in prayer. We'll guide the knees so they plant underneath the hips, finding our eagle arms with the right arm wrapping underneath the left. Shifting the weight into the left leg, drawing right knee in towards the chest and just stepping the right toes all the way back to warrior one. Back foot plants at 45. Inhale, reaching the elbows high. And an exhale to round the way in. Inhale, lifting the elbows back up. Keeping the arms as they are, can you just pivot to the back of the mat, sinking into that right knee as you sink down to Skandasana, our side lunge, flexing the left toes in towards you. Inhale, shifting forwards, releasing the arms, coming to find your warrior two. And dropping the arms down, holding opposite elbows. You lift the arms back up high overhead, reaching up and over for reverse warrior, lifting the gaze up. And gently releasing the spine to neutral, taking the elbows, taking the arms wide through warrior two. Dropping the arms down, pivoting on the back foot, reaching the arms up high to high lunge, and then taking the right hand down to the mat, lifting the gaze up to left fingertips for a lunge twist. Circling the left arm all the way down, reaching fingertips forward as you float the back leg up to a standing split. Slowly dropping the right foot all the way down, seeing if you can hover the right knee all the way back in towards the chest to standing, reaching the arms up high, and then sinking down into the left leg, crossing the right leg over the left, maybe even wrapping the toes around the back of the ankle, and finding your eagle arms, left arm underneath right this time. Releasing the arms, drawing the knee back in towards the chest and just floating the right foot down to meet the mat. We'll take a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, stepping or jumping back to find your plank, lowering the body down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, rising high on the toes, bending in the knees to step forwards, one foot then the other. Halfway lift. And an exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rolling all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up to the sky, and an exhale, seating the hands to heart center in prayer. Taking the feet out underneath the hips. Finding your eagle arms, left arm underneath the right this time, shifting the weight into the right foot, drawing the left knee in towards the chest, and just floating the left foot all the way back to warrior one. Inhale, lifting the elbows and the gaze, and an exhale to round. Inhale, lifting high. Keeping the arms as they are, just pivoting the back foot so the left toes come out, heel in, and sinking the hips back to a Skandasana, our side lunge. And you keep the arms as they are as you reach the legs up and then adjusting the feet for warrior two, releasing the arms out wide. Dropping the arms down, catching opposite elbows, lifting them above the head, and just tipping back an inch or two, finding that stretch in the right side body. Releasing the spine to neutral, taking the arms out wide. Dropping the arms down as you pivot on the back toes, reaching the fingertips back up to the sky for your lunge, and then taking the left hand down to the mat, reaching the right arm high for your lunge twist. Dropping the right arm down to frame that front foot, walking fingertips forward as you float the left leg high to your standing split. Can you draw the left leg down, still floating the knee as you rise up to standing, reaching the arms up high, and then crossing the left leg over the right, maybe wrapping the toes around the back of the supporting leg, and then finding your eagle arms, right arm below the left, lifting the elbows high, sinking down in the hips. This is our full eagle posture. Releasing the arms, drawing the left knee in towards the chest, and then planting the foot to the mat, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to find your plank, Vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, rising high on the toes, lifting the gaze and jumping forwards to cross the legs. Coming all the way to sitting and just uncrossing the legs, feet out in front of you, hands behind the thighs to guide yourself down to lying and hugging the knees in towards the chest. We'll release the arms to a cactus. Floating the legs up to the sky and just crossing the left leg over the right, finding your eagle legs. And then just allowing the knees to fall over to the right side, releasing the gaze over to the left. If the cross gets too intense on the spine, just releasing the cross of the legs and just allowing them to fold over together. Allowing the breath to be heavy, the shoulder blades grounding into the mat. Finding this twist in your spine. Releasing the legs, the cross, rolling all the way back to center, allowing the legs to float up to the sky and crossing the right leg over the left this time, finding those eagle legs before the knees drop over to the left side, gazing over towards the right. Feeling this twist in the spine and uncrossing the legs if it gets too intense. Releasing the legs as you roll back to center, hugging the knees back in towards the chest, maybe drawing the forehead up to the knees. Taking a big inhale here and a big exhale to release everything down to the mat, releasing the legs out long to the corners, the arms down beside you, closing down the eyes, and just melting here. Allowing the body to feel heavy, the breath to be easy, the mind to be still. Total bliss, total relaxation. Shavasana. Feel free to pause this video and enjoy your Shavasana for a little longer, or coming out with me, gently rolling over to one side, keeping the eyes closed if you can, and then taking your time to come up to a comfortable seated position. Grounding one hand down on the knee, the other hand over the heart. Just take this moment to thank yourself for showing up for your yoga practice today, for taking time to look after your mind and your body. And I thank you for trusting me with your practice, guiding the hands to meet in prayer. The light in me sees, loves, and honors the light in you. Namaste.